Salam sejahtera, welcome back to my channel. Now we have come to the last video. For my assessment for persuasive speech, my topic will be become an activist. My fellow young people, ladies and gentlemen, the viewer or the audience of this video, firstly, I should like to sincerely thank you for considering becoming activist with the goal of making this world a better place for all of us. For example, an activist that protects women's rights, the earth rights, or anything that have intention of doing something better than today that make the world a better place. Being a young person that growing up in a rural part of the developing world, for example, like me, I come from Sarawak in Limbang, which if I mention now, probably nobody knows where Limbang was unless I show them the map. I have never liked to be called the leader of tomorrow, which we heard this phrase for many times by our politicians, like they're deciding that the youth is the leaders of tomorrow. The thing is, are me or are you one of the leaders of tomorrow? As for me, I strongly deny that I am leader of today or tomorrow. To me, leadership is not a process but a natural choice based on how well one is able to lead and influence. If we are to go back to records of most of the well-documented past events, we had prominent figures like Nelson Mandela, Mahatma Gandhi, and Martin Luther King Jr., to mention just a few, who still stand as examples of what an activist must be. They are the people who, on our behalf, took a stand to decide on how the future of our world should look. Ladies and gentlemen, the action of these people I have mentioned turned some stone and put in place some precedent we still enjoy today. They were the true activists with no corrupt minds at all. In nowadays, there are many issues facing us today, especially in this COVID pandemic, which really need our collective attention. We talk of global warming and climate change, human trafficking, terrorism, high rates of unemployment, poverty, and hunger in the developing world. All these issues need our attention as leaders of today. It is not too late for us to become an activist and stand together in a common battle of making this world a conducive living place for all of us. We can all do something to change this world to be what we want to see out of it. Ladies and gentlemen, changing the world is not a matter of carrying on our shoulder weapons of mass destruction. It is not an issue of holding terrorizing demonstration in our street. It is not about looting public places, but it is about coming up with good initiative and constructive action. Yes, exactly. Constructive action. We are today living in a world which others created for us. We too can partner to combat all these universal problems if we are to forget ourselves. We should stop thinking as individuals. We should always think globally and act locally. And I know we can. The issue of global warming is already real and we have already seen its devastating effect, and it is not too late for us to hold our hands together to create a better world for ourselves and the other generations to come. If we are to move forward with our fight, and our activism must be based on sharing information, knowledge, skills, time, and resources. We need to pull up our sleeve and get gear for real action. The knowledge and skill we have acquired naturally, academically, and through experiences should help us shape this world into something we want to see as our own product. To the people, to the young people out there, my fellow, the rope we need to wear is heavy. Challenges will always be there, but we must embrace pain and burn it as fuel for our journey. If we look at what our forefathers did to attain the same freedom we are enjoying today, you will agree with me that they fell down many times. But their courage to get up each time they get down was the only passport to the land of freedom they got at last. Ladies and gentlemen, let us fight with courage, hope, objectivity, and with the unity we fall 7 times we stand up at, and this should be our motto. Ladies or gentlemen in the audience, let us take this universal adversity as our opportunities to show the world our best. As the Nelson Mandela once said, the greatest glory in living life is not in never falling, but rising every time we fail. Let darkness in this fight at last show us the star. In conclusion, I believe that we are geared to do something to positively change this world into what we want to see. Let us become the change we want to see, and the change will come to us. Thank you very much for your attention. If we have Riziki to meet again, we'll see you again. Thank you, Tish.